Good morning, good afternoon, good night, in whatever part of the world you are in. This is Noly from the Nolyverse, and today we got more silver. So I placed an order in from Atmex. I apologize if my voice sounds a little off, coming down with a sickness again. Fortunately, that's what happens when you work with basically the whole public of your town when you're working at the grocery store and managing the front end. So with that said, we're going to get to it. We're going to get this video going. As I said, I placed the order off of Atmex and got some good pieces in, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so as I've been saying, I'm going to try my best to keep up with constitutional silver. So we went ahead and got another dollar face value of Mercury dimes. These are probably everyone's favorite silver dime when it comes down to it. Some people may prefer the barbers because they're older. Others may. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to try my best to keep up with getting more constitutional silver. So we went ahead and got a dollar face value of Mercury dimes. Let's see what we got. 1937. I apologize, guys. I had to take a break there. This illness is affecting my stomach. Not that you guys need to know. So I had a run in, yeah. I'm doing my best to get this video out to you guys. I know I didn't put a video out last week. I did start doing my artwork up again, but nothing crazy, just kind of some of the same old. So we will get to that. As I said, I'm doing my best to get this video out to you guys today. I apologize if it drags, if I cut and, skip and all that. It's, it is what it is. Just bear with me today, guys. And I appreciate you all for the support. I know a lot of you will just deal with it with me, and I think you guys could appreciate the fact that I'm doing this for you while I feel ill. So I'm hoping it's nothing major. I thought it started off as allergies. That's a 1937 Philly. This is a very slick 1937. God knows. But yeah, I thought it was allergies, and now it's just turning into something else. 1944, sorry. And we got Philly mint. We got Denver mint here. And this would be 1944. Yes, sirree. Got another 1944 here. Philly mint. Very nice. You guys ever watch Borat? Me and my one buddy, usually on my day off, which is Thursday. This is a 1928 Philly. We go to Applebee's on Thursdays for half-priced apps. I usually eat about 3,000 calories. That's what you could call them. 3,000 calories in one sitting. And that may not sound like a lot for many, but I'm a small dude. I'm featherweight basically, so to eat that much in one sitting, it's pretty impressive for some. Some might say. Some might say that's what I eat in all my sittings. And if you're eating 3,000 calories in a sitting, God have mercy on your diabetes. So we got another 1941 here. Philly mint. I kind of like the toning on this one. Let me take a look at this one again. Kind of like that that color on it. Very nice. Yeah, that's where I get that from. When you hear me say very nice like that, it's Borat. But he'll be like, very nice. Here, I'll post a dub over version here. But if you haven't heard Borat, be like, whoa, oh, that just almost fell into the abyss under my bed. 1942. Is that a Denver? That's a San Francisco mint. Oh, I'm putting that up here. I think it's awesome when I get a San Francisco mint coin. I don't know how rare they are, especially in the older days when they were minting out of San Francisco. Now you get proofs out of San Francisco. 1943. So to just have like a common the San Francisco business strike, to me, it's just pretty cool. Being someone who's fairly new into the coin collecting world, who mostly saw P, D, and no mint marks, seeing the S and yet to see the W, which hopefully one day I will, without having to purchase one, because I'm not going to buy one. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the search. But seeing those other mint marks is pretty, I don't know, exciting is the word I want to use, but yeah. So moving forward. So this one, I'm going to show you guys. I'll post a picture on the screen real quick. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the picture. I thought I was ordering Washington quarters. It's really just a dollar face value of 90%. So they went ahead and sent me 90% half dollars, 1964 Kennedys. And you can't even be mad. I've always said, this is my favorite size coin. You know, it's big, it's heavy. That's what she said. And, you know, it commemorates the assassination of JFK, which I think is pretty nice. So very nice coins here. I just broke them both out. Ain't nothing special about them. They're both the same year, 1964. Denver Mint. So I'm sure I got Denver Mints in the BU roll I got. These are clearly not BU. These are average circulation. But they're not terrible condition, you know. So, I mean, you put it under the light here, like, they've definitely been around. You know, someone's definitely used these as pocket silver at some point, but not too much. And that me saying that is not a fact, that's my assumption. Don't assume, because then you make an ass out of you and me. I'm familiar with making an ass out of myself, so it doesn't really bother me. Moving forward, so if you guys saw the price for what I paid for the 90% face value, dollar face value at random, I paid 2 cents more to get a dollar face value and 90% proofs. And these are silver proofs. They're not regular proofs. These are state quarter proofs. And let's go through them. Very nice. And I'm glad I got these at the price I did. Getting a 90% silver quarter proof for 2 cents higher of a premium that I would have got average circulated coins. So when I ordered these, I thought I was going to get the quarters. I was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to get some nice quarters too. And for 2 cents more, you know, why not? So we got, what is that? Tennessee there. Hey girl, you from Tennessee? Cause you the only 10 I see. We got California here. That's got gold in the toning. Is that gold there? Not like actual gold, but do you guys see that toning in that? Is that supposed to be there? Is that just toning that my quarter got? That's pretty cool. Because California, you know, is San Francisco when they struck the gold. And, you know, like the 49ers, that's what they call them, right? That's the football team. But aren't they named after the miners or something like that? I could be 100% wrong. I don't watch football like that. But, didn't they strike gold in California, and is that what this is depicting there? Is this how it's supposed to look? I'm going to look into this. You guys let me know down in the comments below. I'm already going to know. I'm not going to share it on the screen there. You guys do your research. I'm going to do my research, and let's find out together. Moving forward, we got Nevada, 2006. Very nice. I like the way the horses are running. You know what's crazy, man? It's like, these look so much better in proof. Like, these state quarters, you know, some of them, you know, I really like my New Yorks. I don't really give a crap about the rest. But in proof condition, they really, like, that art just stands out. That is beautiful. And the fact that it's 90% silver, even better. Just I might order this again. I might. That was a good deal for 2 cents more than that. Thank you, Atmex. Thank you, because this is definitely a good deal, in my opinion. Others, they would have been like, "Oh, you should have just got this for 2 cents less. The 2 cents is gonna hurt you." And that's all the people that are probably not smart with their money or too worried about other people's money. And if you're too worried about other people's money, you're not worried enough about your own. Moving forward, let's get some of this trash out the way. We'll start putting this silver together so I can have a final shot for the haul. I think in total I got about so there's 10 here, 2, 4, that's 6 plus 10, that's 16. You guys are already seeing this Morgan that broke out. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pieces we're going over today. And at the end, you guys are going to understand that I made an accident. So we got a Morgan dollar before we get into the accident. 1883 that looks like, and I'm pretty sure it was a New Orleans mint. Yes, the O mint mark. So that's New Orleans mint. This was, I think, a VG to XF. It could have came in. Yep, VG to VF. Morgan silver dollar. Hey, it is what it is. It's the silver dollars. That's all I care about. So put that down there. Let's move forward. We got a 1923 piece dollar. So like I said, I'm definitely trying. Look at the toning on the back. You have been through it, haven't you, bird? Can't see no mint mark. So we'll just call it a Philly mint. There's the piece dollar, and here's the other piece dollar. So we've got a 1925 here, better condition, a little bit more shine to it. Again, no mint mark. Is what it is. Again, I'm not worried about no typeset. I'm not worried about getting all the 1925s and 22s and 83s and proofs and all that. I'm worried about stacking my silver. So, and my goal when we get there, and believe me, today you guys are gonna just wait. So I have another Yankees round. The last one I paid a higher premium. I think the other one I paid like $51 for, which I wouldn't ever suggest anyone to do. But in the community of stacking, in the hobby, you're gonna come across pieces that you're not necessarily gonna convert your money into for the investment, but buy simply because it's you. You know, you want it, you like it. Don't overspend, don't hurt yourself buying it. But I'm a former New Yorker, lived there, grew up there for the first 18 and a half years of my life. Now I live outside of Philadelphia. I visit New York whenever I can. The Yankees will always be my favorite team. I know they get a lot of haters. That's what happens when you're on top. And we don't even got to talk about sports on here because I know people get sensitive about that. But let me know your favorite team, and, you know, keep it friendly. You know, if you're a Red Sox fan, get off my channel. No, I'm just playing. But, yeah, you never know. The Red Sox might make it this year. I think they're in third right now. I think it's Yankees, Blue Jays, Red Sox right now. I could be wrong. But this ain't a baseball channel. This is a silver and art channel. So, and if my knee ever gets better skateboarding again. Give me 1 second, guys. So I just got a spam call. That's what interrupted it this time. So I answered it just to go, I hope they heard that. I hope it wasn't a robot. And I hope they recorded that. So moving forward, we got Tokelau, $5, Charles III, Virgo. So I think I have Scorpio and Aquarius, or I don't know. I have some other sign in there in my stack, but it was time for me to get my own sign. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Leo Virgo cusp, actually. I'm on the day where it could be either or, pretty much. I don't follow this stuff, the signs and all that. In fact, the other day, I went to the pet store to buy a fish, and he said, would you like an aquarium? And I said, I don't care what kind of sign he is. I just want a fish that swims. I'm just joking. That was a terrible dad joke I saw the other day, and I figured to share it with you guys. I know some of you on here got the dad joke sense of humor like me, but moving forward, and actually we're about to finish it up. So this, I wasn't thinking fully when I went and got these or purchased them. Now, my older brother, he lives out in Florida. So one of these, I'm probably going to mail to him. Not that he knows much about precious metals, or at least I'm going to assume not as much as me. He may know some. But I am very interested in these. I do like them. I see them in videos, and I see they're getting bigger, and more states are going to get them, I believe. I didn't want this to be my first piece of gold. I kind of wanted more gold to be my first pieces of gold, but we went ahead and got some gold backs. Now, I know everyone's not going to agree with these because of the super fractionality of these, but they are legal tender in places. You can go and spend these. You just got to figure out what places you can go and spend them in Florida. They will be legal tender to certain businesses. However, I got them because they look like cool dollars. You know what I mean? So this was more for collector and for me purchase. This was more for the metals. Obviously, with this, you're getting 1/2000th of a troy ounce of 24K gold with this. So I would need 1,999 more of these to get an ounce of gold. And this right here, I believe, cost me about $7. So I'm not spending $7,000 to get a $3,000 ounce, you know what I mean? But we'll get to that ounce eventually. These are just nice. I think they're good for collectors. And if you want them, just be smart about it. As I said, don't overdo it. But I think I'm going to get more of these in the future. I'm going to get some different states, some different denominations. As you see here, I got a 1 gold back and a half gold back. And the backs are definitely gold. Usually when I see these in videos, I only see the front. But pretty cool, you know what I mean? It looks like a banknote. And it's made of gold. So, and it's 24K gold. So I think that's pretty nifty. And we're going to put these on the side. And I got a straggler hair there. But this is today's haul, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like these pieces. Let me know your favorite piece down in the comments. No, we're not going to add the gold backs to the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I think there are enough prizes up for grabs. But after 1,000, there's the next giveaway at 2,000. And we're growing quick. We're growing quicker than I thought I would. So I think I'm past 470 subscribers. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. There's plenty more of this content to come. Yes, I'm kind of slow with the videos, guys. Again, I'm very busy. But you know what? Slow and steady wins the race. So that's all I care about. I'm not in a rush. I'm not trying to get famous off of this. I'm just sharing my stack with you. And I think that's enough. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good enough reason for me to do it. And it's also growing my stack. And I learn with you guys. Sometimes I ask a question, you guys answer in the comments, and it helps me. So help me help you when I can, and I appreciate it all. I appreciate all the support that you guys have shown. Okay, so I had to double this over, but thank you guys for all the support that you have shown in the last year and 4 months since I have revised this channel. I have gained 370 subscribers, probably more than that, because I've also lost some. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but I cannot do this without you guys. I appreciate all the support. It has been one hell of a journey. With all of this said, this is Noly from the Nolyverse. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, staying stacking, and staying awesome. This is Noly from the Nolyverse. Hold on, wait for it. They're going to come in. Peace out, guys.